G'day everyone. Been a little while since I've done a cook-up. Had a bit going on with changing the vehicles and just general life. I'm here at Robinvale. Thought it'd be appropriate to pull up at the Anzac Memorial here on my way through to the High Country to do one of our new 2-day beginner tours. I've got a few guests on there that we'll pick up tomorrow, but I'll head over, camp somewhere tonight, and then I'm just going to cook up a beef, slow cooked beef or a beef stew, whichever you'd like to call it. I'm just going to prep up the veggies and take two flat battery. So we're just going to use this beef red wine casserole. I'm trying to emulate as if maybe towards the end of a trip and you're trying to utilise a bit of stuff that you haven't used before. So just some spuds, carrot. I've got some little champignons and a bit of tomato. We'll just see how it goes. No real recipe, just gonna wing it and see what happens. I've got the oven, I've just turned it on, so it's just preheating, and then we're going to throw the veggies in about 40 minutes or so. I'll throw the beef in and give that a little bit of a brown up, and then once that's been in there for another 40 minutes, I'll bring it all out, put it into the dish and get it going from there. This one was a bit of a not a recommendation, but someone's asked me to knock one up and try something a bit different. I haven't done any sort of wet or stewy style meals yet. I know you can do it, I see it online fairly regularly. I'm just going to do 3 spuds and 1 carrot, half an onion. It's really only for me, but I'm probably cooking it as if I'd probably cook it for 2 people. We'll just get that going, and after that we'll try it out. I'm just going to be camped on the side of the road on the way over tonight, so we'll have a feed, probably be fairly fresh over somewhere near Echuca way, somewhere a bit further maybe. That and a bit of carrot. See how we go. Yeah, it's not really my forte, the stock pot style meal, but we'll give it a lash, and that's the worst thing can happen. Well, it's to heat a pie up or something, so, but we should be pretty right. I'll try this now if it works. Yeah, I know people do it with oven bags and that sort of stuff, but I'm going to try it with one of my sealable metal containers that I can use inside the oven. Hopefully should be no mess. We've all seen the ramifications of dirt roads and what I've tried to get done in the past, but this time I don't think it'll be a drama. I'm just going to put all that in here and just get it so it starts to cook before we put it into the stew. And get that cooking in there, and then we'll stop at probably, I'll stop at Boundary Bend and have a look, and then if it's going well, I'll throw the meat in there. If it's not going well, needs a bit longer, I'll stop at Woodwood or near Tooleybuck there on the main road, Triangle. I'd say I'm an hour and a bit from Swan Hill, so probably Swan Hill I'll put the meat in, and then Kahuna, somewhere around that area, I'll throw it all in the mix, and then we'll go from there. Boundary Bend, 35, 40 minutes, just been poking along. We check the veggies, they seem to be coming along nicely. Just cooking up there nice, so I'm going to throw the steak. I've just got some blade steak that I'm going to season, a bit of corn flour, throw that in there as well, let that cook till Swan Hill, and then should be job right. You can use sort of any sort of beef, I just got this because it was on special. But oyster, blade, you can use rump if you'd like to, so I'm just going to make it sort of, you know, bite-sized pieces. Looking forward to this trip over to the high country. We've got some guests over from Western Australia that are coming to do this one, which is pretty good. We do get a fair few Western Australians coming over. They seem to enjoy the fact that they don't have to plan anything. They can just turn up and know that the routes are done for them, and fingers crossed, without any weather conditions, they're going to be able to tick off most of them. This will be the first one, obviously. It's a 2-day tour, which should hopefully lead into a bit of experience for them, and then bit of experience driving, and then they might book onto the next tour, or you know, hopefully a bigger tour as well. So we've been asked for quite a while, do we have any shorter tours, and we haven't really done it because we haven't had the ability to get from where we live to somewhere to do it. We now have a couple of people around the country that are starting to drive for us a little bit and help us out in these formats. So the 2-day and sort of 3-day tours, we're trying to get a few of those around, and it seems to be one of the things that people are looking for. So this is just a little bit of corn flour. I'll lightly dust those. Oh, beautiful. Tomorrow when we're going to camp at Fry's Campground, Fry's Hut. So I'll probably do a bit of a spiel about the new ute there. I haven't done one yet, so it's probably time to get one done, and not explain why I've gone to a cruiser, but the theory was this one was pretty well built before I started, so I've only really had to do some cosmetic work to it. All right, that's looking pretty good there. We will grab out the pan. Those vegetables are just cooking, just starting to soften up now, so they're looking good. We'll throw the meat in there as well. By the time I get to Swan Hill, that should be pretty right. So looks pretty nice. Fingers crossed it'll be soften up a little bit, cook through, and then we can put it into the meat and go from there. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see that or not. Giant Murray cod. We're in downtown Swan Hill. One of the stops of the Burke and Wills expedition, early days, that picked up John Gray from here. He wasn't part of the original party, but he continued through with them, and he was the last one to pass before they made it back to the depot. We're ready to bring out the meat and vegetables, which are looking bloody good. I'm going to leave that one up in there. So that all looks well and truly cooked enough to go in. Smells bloody good as well. So we've been going for, let's say, an hour and a half. And then I'll just cook these for the rest of the way. Ooh, a little bit stuck, but feel like it's coming along nicely. That I'll sit just there for the minute, but I'll put that in a bin in a second. Put that righto. So here we have all our vegetables, meat ready. So I'm just going to add lots of random stuff. Champignons, a little bit of tomato paste. Obviously you'd make, not diced tomato, sorry, more for more people, but this is a good size for 2 people. And I haven't turned that on yet. That's looking good. I've got a couple of, hopefully I remember to put them in, I've got a couple of little dinner rolls that I'm going to throw in with probably half an hour to go. So I won't check this again until I get to at least Echuca. So it's maybe Kahuna. It's a bit of a drive from here. Still got a couple of hours to go. I'm going to put a splash of red wine in. That's just a Cab Sav Shiraz Merlot combination. A bit of flavour. Some pepper. And a bit of Arnie Mertz black sauce. I don't think I was going to put some stock in, but I won't worry. It seems to be fairly liquidy enough, I reckon. So give that a bit more of a stir. Maybe might have been a bit heavy on the Arnie Mertz sauce, but it's pretty nice. So that looks pretty good. I don't think I really want to go any more liquid, but I'll just put a squirt of tomato sauce in there. Right. That, well, I reckon that's going to be bloody. Ooh. That's good. There we have it. In there. Lid on. These containers I got from a couple of different sizes, a smaller one and this one, same lid, from Aussie Disposals in Mildura, but I'm sure you can get them from other locations as well. And please don't pop open. Right, that's in there ready to go. And I'll throw a couple of, might just turn it down a little, back to 150, and I'll throw the rolls in. What do we got first? Kerrang, maybe at Crang's 65 odd K, so I'll throw them in at Crang, and then it should be ready to go by the time I get to Echuca. Look in there, put the little bread rolls in at Crang. I did utilise the new function in the ute where I've got a switch inside, and I turned it off for a little while because I didn't want to, I got all the way to Echuca, I didn't want to burn anything, so rather than running the gauntlet, I tried something different, and they're nice and warm. Probably could have gone a little bit longer, but we'll see what happens. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Smells delicious. Righto, let's spoon a bit of this out. See how. Oh, I'll tell you what. I should just eat it out of here, but I'll. I'll just have a little bit for now. It does look pretty bloody hot. Righto. Keep that in there. It's going to be quite nice. Nailed it. Right, so that's just over 3 hours for that. I think you could short circuit it a little bit if you boiled your veggies before you left, or before you left camp, or you could just put them in and cook it for a bit longer, slower. If you wanted to do it for over 4 or 5 hours, just put them in straight away, and pan fry your meat before you put it in. I reckon that's probably only 2 things I'd change. You can obviously add different vegetables, but I'm pretty happy with that as a basic warm winter meal, and I think I'll be doing that again for sure. Thank you. Yes. So good. Enjoy. Let me know what you think. If you've got anything else you'd like me to try, comments below. If you've enjoyed watching it, subscribe and hit like. Thank you very much for watching.